Hi, this is Matt Getter with Sherlock Home Inspections. Phone number is 971-212-7481. Website address is yourinspectionneeds.com. Today's date is Monday, December 13th, 2021. The address we're inspecting today is 8712 Southeast 41st Avenue, Milwaukee, Oregon, 97222. We are about to perform a video inspection of the property's main sewer line through the front yard exterior cleanout. The equipment being used today is the Rigid Sea Snake. This is one of the best sewer cameras in the market today. Before we begin this video inspection, it will be noted that some sewer pipes made out of clay, concrete, cast iron, asbestos, and Lynchburg may be in good working order and may never have had a clogged or sewer backup before. However, due to real estate transactions, attorneys, and lawsuits, Sherlock Home Inspection must recommend the following to meet the current codes. All sewer pipes should be watertight, made out of cast iron, ABS 3034 or HDPE pipe with all appropriate fittings and couplers. All sewer pipes should be free from breaks, offsets, separations, tree roots, bellies, and party sewers. Sherlock Home Inspections recommends replacing any sewer pipe that does not meet these specifications. Here we go. We are in a 4-inch cast iron pipe. We are running some water to ensure that our pipe is watertight and is going to remain watertight throughout this inspection. Pipe shows no recent signs of blockage or backup. Now, because of the overall age of the pipe, it would be highly recommended to keep an eye on this pipe. So we'd recommend having a sewer scope performed every 2 to 3 years, keeping an eye on things. And then, of course, you almost need to go into this knowing that based on just the age alone, it will most likely need to be updated into modern plastic piping material in the future. And we'll keep our fingers crossed it just keeps on going and going. But most likely, you know, a 50-plus-year-old cast iron pipe in the wet soil in the Northwest is going to need updated into plastic piping in the future. Looks like they're using some sort of like a Fernco flexible fitting there. Again, just one more thing to keep an eye on. The rubber doesn't last forever. So far, after about 10 feet, we like the pitch. We do have a pretty good downhill pitch. Everything moving pretty quickly through here. So it's these joints. At the joints where the two sections of pipe come together, you're seeing some aging and deterioration, again, which would be pretty typical for the age of the pipe. Everything that we've seen so far does appear to be working, but again, pipe should be considered a deferred cost type item, where it's going to need some attention. It's not a flexible fitting, it's actually like a seal at the joints between the two sections of pipe, so all of them kind of have this worn area. It's not losing any water or anything at this point, but again, it is older and probably going to need some attention in the future here. If you take a snapshot of the property currently today, right now, it does look like the pipe appears to be in working condition at this point. And again, you're just seeing that deterioration at all of the joints. There, we're losing the pitch at about 24 feet. So you can see we go a little bit flat through this area.
And that's going straight out here. Should, right?
And so yeah, it's been pretty straight as an arrow for about 25 feet. Now here's our first little bit of a turn, hanging a left. Yeah, so we're just seeing that aging and deterioration. Because of the amount of deterioration at all of these joints, we'd recommend passing the video and the report on to a drain repair specialist just to give us an idea of how much time is left in this pipe. Just as precaution before closing, just to let you know what you're kind of getting into. Again, everything right now, there's no blockage buildup or backup or anything like that, so it appears to be working still. but it's definitely showing its age. And so there you see that it's just pretty much every time two sections of pipe come together, you see that aging and deterioration. And those are always in a sewer pipe. Those are always the joints that wear out first. Now we're going to fishtail back the other way. And it looks like we transition pipe somewhere in there. So as we take this turn, we're going to transition about there. So this signifies a couple of things. So at 42 feet, this signifies transitioning pipe size. So we're going from 4-inch pipe into a much larger pipe, probably a 5, 6, 7-inch concrete pipe. We're transitioning metal piping into concrete piping. And then lastly, we're transitioning into the city branch piping. And even though we enter into a branch off of the city lateral piping, technically all of this will be buyer owner responsibility start to finish. And the same sort of thing here. Just at the joints is where you're seeing the deterioration. There's some critters and maybe even a little bit of grass rooting starting to come through there. Very minor and ineffectual, but it does look like there's a little bit of roots coming in. If you look at the top right hand side of the screen right now, probably grass or bush roots there. Well, we're going to turn, and again we're going to drop right in on top of the lateral. So this will be the end officially of owner responsibility at about 48 feet away from the house. This is the large lateral piping running through the middle of the road out there. This is the pipe that the homes in the neighborhood, or at least the homes on the street, are tying into. And again, this will be the end officially of owner responsibility. So we didn't see any big catastrophic fails today, but you know, we're seeing some pretty good deterioration at all of the joints. So every time two sections of pipe come together, fit together, you're seeing that 40-plus-year-old deterioration there. We also looked like, I mean, at least it was possible there was a scraggly little ineffectual grass root popping through. So before closing, we would recommend passing the video and the report onto a drain repair specialist just to get an idea or another opinion as to how much life is left in this pipe. Can we string it out for another 10 years, or does it need some maintenance or repair, replacement in the near future here? So again, before closing, I would recommend passing the video and the report onto a drain repair replacement specialist just to get an idea of how much time is left in this pipe. But again, nothing, no blockage or catastrophic anything's appear to be happening right now, at least snapshot of the property currently today. If no repairs are deemed necessary by the drain repair specialist, then this would be considered a deferred cost item. You'd want to have it scoped periodically every 2 years or so, keeping an eye on it, and then most likely, like I said, going to need some attention in the future.